Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me in this session. My name is Andrias, and I'm your English for Integrated course lecturer. In this opportunity, I would like to present about EIC that takes about 6 credits of your study in this English language education study program. I will share screen the documents that I have sent to you about the syllabus. English integrated course syllabus. As the course identity, it takes 6 credits of your total credit to complete for your bachelor's degree. And this course equips you with basic knowledge and skills of English, listening, speaking, reading, and writing, and language components, grammar, pronunciation, and vocabulary. Basic verb tenses and forms are practiced to consolidate correct use. Intermediate exposure of English texts is provided through first an extensive reading program with weekly reading. So you're asked to read extensively. It means that you are demanded to read uh, literature like novels. Per week, you need to read about 50 pages. I will explain this later on. So first is extensive reading, and the second is vocabulary blocks. So I've already had your Gmail accounts, and I will share a Google Drive folder that contains your name, and I will share the folder with you through the Gmail account. And your job is to write the summary of the extensive reading and the vocabulary blocks that needs to be uploaded to the drive. And the third one, you need to produce short functional text. It means you need to write something. So there is one meeting on each week that requires you to write about 150 words, and it varies depending on the topics of the week, of course. And lastly, you will also learn about practical language expressions to be emphasized to improve your speaking and pronunciation. So, in the classrooms, you're asked to improve your speaking and pronunciation, perhaps with me or with Guru later on. Yeah. So, lastly, the course also introduces authentic listening materials from radios, from announcements, and later on from radio programs and documentaries to facilitate comprehension and cultural understanding. Okay, I will explain this later on the topics of each week. The objectives of this course, after the completion of this course, you are expected to be able to communicate in everyday English and actively participate in higher level courses presented in English. As for the assessment, so your final score is calculated based on two major streams. First of all is intensive learning activities. It means that the activities that you do in the classroom, it means during the teaching and learning sessions, there are 4 activities that cover. First of all, pretest, TOEFL pretest that account for 0% as this test was aimed for diagnostic purpose only. And the second is the review test 1, which will be held later in the meeting, in one of the meetings, and review test 2, which accounts for 15% of the total scores, and the last assessment is post-test TOEFL that account for 20% of all the total score. Okay, and the second stream, the second group that takes about 50% of your score, of your total score, includes firstly reading, the one that I mentioned before. You need to read about 50 pages per week, and then you need to write a summary that is about 150 words as well. And the vocabulary blocks. It means you have 3 activities that you need to upload on the Google Drive that I mentioned earlier. and then that accounts for 10% of your total score. And then the speaking performance, this needs to be crossed out because we no longer have any interest groups. But for your speaking performance, I will assess it based on your recordings that you also upload on the Google Drive. So you have 4 activities: reading, the result of your reading, and then summary writing, and then vocabulary logs, and the last one is the speaking performance based on your uh, reading, based on your recordings, okay, 10%. And the last is the activities, the last group includes the activities that you do in 3 different laboratories. We have 3 labs: SAC, Self-Access Center, DLL, Digital Language Laboratory, and English Department, Reading and Writing. So I have coordinated this with the 3 heads of laboratory, and they will assign you an assignment each week, and you need to do that, and they will report to me as the coordinator of this course regarding your performance. And the topics that we will cover throughout the semester, first of all, is lessons for life. The second one, music, innovation, world problems, trends, on budget, and landscapes. As for the 8th topic is healthy life, digital world, intercultural communication, learning styles and strategies, second language acquisition, motivation, and lastly, this is quite optional, I think. If we happen to have the final week or week 14, we need to have language didactics, unless we will review all the materials, of course. And per day, I have already set the activities for each day on the 8th of September, 9th, 11th, and so on. I will give, I've already given this to you through emails, or I have put it in your Google Drive folder. And these are the topics. So the teachers for the first and the third day of the first and the third meeting of the week will be me. And the second day, which relates to grammar, will be with Guru. Okay? Right. I think that's quite clear. And I hope that along the way you will learn about English in an integrated manner. And don't forget, you have intensive learning activities that you need to do during the classroom sessions and the extensive activities. What are they? They include reading, which is combined with the summary writing. Okay, reading, which is combined with the summary writing, needs to be uploaded to the Google Drive. The second thing that you need to upload, what is that? The vocabulary logs, the vocabs that you find, that you like the glossaries, yeah, difficult words that you find after your reading, and then your speaking, which is the recordings of your speaking that I will assess. And you also have some external activities to do to complete in each lab, each language lab that we have. Okay. So I will explain this later on through WhatsApp, and I will post things on Google on the Google Drive that I'm assigning you later on. Okay. Thank you so much for today. I'm Andrias, and welcome to the English department. Thank you so much for this. Bye-bye.